My practice has been a successful one. I have caused no deaths on the operating table, nor have I been indirectly associated with any deaths. I can find no reason why any sane man should wish to destroy me. I had put the note down with a shrug and was about to retire when the door of my room echoed to a slight knock. Before I could cross the room, the door opened. My old colleague, Pedersen, stood there on the sill. He came forward quietly. Pedersen is a stolid chap who seldom shows excitement. He is large and strong as an ox. It was he who founded Darbury Athletic Club, and the first thing I noticed as he advanced toward me was the gray envelope in his fist, an envelope precisely the same as the one that lay at the moment on my table. "I've received the most infernal threat, Muller," he said. 24 hours they give me to live, and the damned thing is not signed." That was like Pedersen. He was the sort of fellow who would pay more attention to the irregularity of form than to the warning of destruction. When I turned and indicated the note that lay on my own table, he merely went to it, picked it up, and read it. Then he replaced it. "What do you think, Muller?" he demanded, swinging on me. "Same writing, same paper, sent, of course, by the same man. What man in Danbury or the surrounding district might wish to have us both murdered?" I had no answer. He was merely repeating a question to which I had already failed to find an answer, except that he now included himself in it. "I was on my way to After Street, Muller, when this thing was thrust into my hand." He frowned. It was dark, and I missed seeing the chap's face. Small fellow. He was rather shriveled. Of course, I didn't see him closely. He didn't intend me to. When I finally stopped under a street lamp and read the note, took me some time, too, in the gaslight. He was gone. I nodded. "Mine," I said, "came from Messenger an hour ago. I'd better keep in touch with you. There may be something behind these notes that we don't understand." And as I spoke, I could not get away from his description of the man who had waylaid him. Small fellow, rather shriveled. Could it have been Sergio? Did my half-mad patient really believe in the power of his gateway to the death dimension, and intend to throw that queer black-handled switch? I said good night to Pedersen rather lamely, and stood at the door listening to the beat of his footsteps on the stairs. Then, shutting the door quietly, I went back to the table and once again took up that gray envelope. That was last night. I'm wondering as I write this what the next move in our little comedy will be. I have just learned by messenger that Vernon, too, has received a threat of death. Vernon, in his note, describes the letter he received, came by runner as mine did, as being written on gray paper in a queerly reversed script, as if the fellow had made a definite effort to disguise his hand. He says further, "I can't see any reason for the thing, Muller. Good Lord, I've been in medical work for a good many years, but I don't believe I've made any enemies as severe as this. He can murder me if he likes, though. I'm inclined to believe the whole thing is a hoax. But what will it get him? I have no money. Never knew a medical man yet who did have. And the most he can get is the satisfaction of seeing my dead carcass. Have you any explanation?" An explanation? No, I had none. When I had finished reading the note, I was no nearer a solution than before. But now, thank God, I am. It came to me a moment ago. Vernon, Pedersen, and I. What had we three done together at any time? And then with a start I realized the truth.